PNR Networks is a member of Patreon. Show your love for our shows by joining our ongoing fundraising campaign and get some fantastic perks in return. Check it out and become a Patreon sponsor. You can sign up at patreon.com, patreon.com/PNR Networks. And thanks for your support.
This podcast is a member of the Blueberry Network. Blueberry. No E's. That's Blueberry, BLUBRRY.com. Blueberry.com.
This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
It's Kim versus TC in the battle of the lists.
My list is better.
My list is better.
My list is better.
No, it's not. My list is better.
Kim or TC, who has the better list? From Subject Cinema, this is Front Row 5 and 10 with Kim Brown and TC Kirkham.
Hey everybody, welcome to another week here on Front Row 5 and 10, brought to you by the good people that bring you Subject Cinema. That would be me and him, the me being Kim Brown.
And the him being TC Kirkham. Hello!
Hi.
So, if you noticed, we're going to stop telling you what we're going to do the following week.
Yep.
We cut that out of last week's show because we thought it might be fun for you to come by and just guess what we're doing. But we still hope you'll come by, drop us a line with ideas for lists to do on the show. Mm-hmm. And you can do that by writing to us at frontrow@PNRNetworks.com. I have determined that the address does work properly. Finally, front row at PNRNetworks.com.
Okay.
And shoot us ideas, and so we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah. This was your idea.
It was my idea.
So you
we've
should
done
explain
sort
it.
of a variation of this a couple of times before, but not this specific one. Our top 10 terrible or bad music videos.
Yes. This does not mean we don't like the song,
right.
Although in
We
some
think
cases
that
we don't like the song.
Oh no, in several cases I don't like the song, but there's some really terrible videos out there for good songs too.
So, and
I
we have
will tell you that
reasons.
we both agreed from the beginning.
Yes.
We are not going to have one particular video on here because we don't need to. Everybody already knows it's universally bad.
Yeah.
We won't be either one of us picking Friday by Rebecca Black.
No. That would be like standing over you've all heard the phrase shooting fish in a barrel as denoting something's really easy. Picking Friday for this list would be like standing over a barrel with an Uzi and just going nuts.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So
we each had our own very criteria. You said that a couple of these made your list because they simply annoyed you.
Yes.
I have a couple like that too. But most of mine are quality, content, editing, acting quality. I just don't like the videos.
Okay.
And although in most cases, not most cases, in several of the cases, I love the song, but I just don't like the video.
Okay. So
Let's get
since
started.
This was your idea,
Which means
I
you
get to start.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Dun, dun,
my number 10 song is a song that I have brought up before when we did a list of songs that we would like to shoot into the center of the sun.
I thought we weren't talking about Friday on this one.
I'm not.
Okay.
The song I'm talking about and the video that I'm talking about, because the video just makes me just sit there and grit my teeth and just clench my hands into fists.
And you're only at number 10.
And I'm only at number 10.
Oh, boy.
Rico Suave from
What's
Gerardo.
wrong with the video from Rico Suave? It's entertaining as all hell.
I have tried over the last few years to broaden my vocabulary because, let's be honest, there are words in other languages and out of the various and beautiful languages all over the planet.
Oh, she's leading up to something.
There's lots of words that don't have an English equivalent.
Right.
But there's something that everyone can understand. There's a word in Japanese for people who buy a lot of books and have them sit around and they're not read yet.
Uh-huh.
You totally can't see me, but I'm totally raising my hand.
She
I'm
is.
sorry,
What's
I
the
don't.
word?
I don't know. I can't think of the word off the top of my head.
Okay.
But that's not the word I'm talking about. The word I'm talking about is a word from Germany. It is a German word called Backpfeifengeist, which means a face that needs to be slapped. Also known as Gerardo Enrico Suave. Oh my gosh, this video just makes me insane because...
I'm sorry, I think the video is hilarious.
This video is actually probably the precursor for Randy Orton syndrome. Randy Orton syndrome is something that I came up talking about, the fact that you have a good-looking man until he opens his mouth and straight up ruins everything. And that's Gerardo in this video. Because you think that I would be totally into the idea of this, really handsome dude with the long hair and the half-open shirt and all that.
Long extensions.
Long extensions.
He had short hair.
Yeah, I know. A girl can dream. And I was like, hey, this is going to be interesting the first time I saw it. And then I heard the lyrics and I'm like, what the ever-loving beep? The more I watch that video...
It is amazing in 1990. It's amazing that song got to the top 10. It really is.
The more I watched that video, the angrier I got. There's the whole scene where he's disrespecting this girl's parents... And it just, it irritates, it irks me.
Well, it's supposed to be a stereotype parody, you realize.
I realize that, but
right.
I also remember thinking, yeah, you try that in Southie. You try disrespecting some girlfriend's parents and disrespecting the girl in her, in Southie, and her brothers Michael and Pat are gonna take you out back for a talk.
Uh-huh.
My number 10, Rico Suave, Gerardo. It irritates me.
Yeah, I have an irritate video at number 10 also. Although I have to admit, I don't like the song either. I became a fan of this gentleman later, about a year later, with the second album. Mm-hmm. I never cared for the first album. I never cared for this song. I worked with one person who was absolutely insane for this song, and you wouldn't think he was. It was a completely against type of thing. But it had Eddie Murphy syndrome from all his movies, where you have one person playing like 7 or 8 different characters, and Eddie Murphy usually in those. It had a parody of a beloved TV show that neither one of us are that fond of, but a lot of our generation was. And I was never a big rap fan. I never have been. I like some. My number 10 is My Name Is by Eminem. I've never liked this video. I don't like the song at all. The song is just annoying. And the video is annoying, where you have M playing a variety of different family members, and the whole setup is the Brady Bunch logo thing from the beginning.
Right.
And I'm just like, really?
Well, he was very
you're
early in his
launching
career.
This big, hot, new Caucasian rapper out there who have not had, white guys had not had much success at rap until he came along. Vanilla Ice notwithstanding. This thing exploded. It was a top 10 hit. It was a big, big favorite. And, of course, the second and third albums produced a string of number 1 hits, and were all great. I love the second album. It's got great stuff on it. It's filthy. I wouldn't let anybody under the age of 20 listen to this album, but I was in my 30s and 40s at the time, and I loved it.
Okay.
But not this song and not the first album. The video is just annoying. Some people love it, I know, but it's not me. Number 10, My Name Is by Eminem.
Okay, number 9 on my list. I'm really kind of ashamed of this and myself, because this is on here for sheer selfish reasons. And I admit that. I'm not perfect. I admit it. I can be flawed. My number 9 is from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, yes.
The video for the song Estranged. Now, the reason...
No, Kim is going to tell the story of why she hates this video so bad.
Now, the reason that I don't like this video is because before the video came out, it was pretty much promised to us fans yes, I'm still salty about this, that this video was going to be the conclusion of the trilogy that had started with the two previous videos, which were awesome. The first video
was only so-so.
The first video being Don't Cry, and the second video being the even more amazing November Rain.
Which is still considered one of the top 3 music videos of all time.
Part of the thing of these two previous videos was the fact that the person in the video, the female lead in the video, was the person that was part of Axl Rose's life at the time. Between November Rain and Estranged, they broke up. It was messy.
Very.
I don't know what
Her name was Stephanie Seymour, in case you wanted to know.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Oh, it's not like I'm talking about Joanna Krupa. Okay, anyway.
Moving forward.
Ooh.
So when the video for Estranged came out, spoiler alert, it had absolutely F all to do with November Rain or Don't Cry, didn't tie anything together, and by the end of it, it was a scene with Axl Rose bonding with a dolphin.
Now, I gotta say, we actually were waited with bated breath when it premiered on MTV, the night it premiered, and we're sitting there having loved both of these other two videos. Well, I like Don't Cry is not that great, but I love the video for November Rain. And we're both sitting there looking at each other going, what the beep is this?
Mm-hmm. We got to the end of the video, and there was total silence for a minute, and I could feel him looking at me, and I'm kind of just sitting there going, if I start screaming, it's going to cause an incident. So I'm not going to scream, but I'm going to sulk like hell for the next couple of hours. So on a sheer selfish level, and I realized Axl and Stephanie's breakup was very bad. There were lots of allegations about things.
And I think that the Dolphins, as you say, as we've always quoted, it's Axl dancing with dolphins.
Yeah, it's Dances with Dolphins, starring Axl Rose instead of Kevin Costner.
Is the dolphin is a metaphor for trying to put his life back together.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's a metaphor for freedom or what.
Sucks.
I don't know. But, I mean, I'm not saying that Stephanie should have hung around to do the video, because, like I said, things between her and Axl, according to her, were very bad. So, I mean, but they could have brought in a body double, they could have used unused footage, they could have had a woman in a long shot in a long, dark wig. I don't care! Like I said, I'm sorry. Clearing my cheek.
She has lots of built-up emotions about
clearing
this song,
my cheek,
this
going
video.
back into my happy place. Number 9, Estranged. Dang it, Axl! You had one job by Guns N' Roses. I'm sorry.
My number 8 is just because I hate this particular video. The song itself doesn't bother me. I can take it or leave it. But the video, I have actually talked about this video, I think, on our WTF videos a few months ago. I don't know, maybe not. But this video, I think I did, bugs me because it basically portrays what is essentially an abusive relationship as a joke. And the abuse is going from a woman to a man.
Right.
The video is Misery by Maroon 5. I just don't like this video. I think it's poor taste. I think it's basically in that one segment, which I think is the second or third verse, where he's all over her in the parking lot and she's slapping him down and stuff. It's like sexual harassment. I mean, I'm sorry. I've never been an overly huge Maroon 5 fan. I like some of their songs. But Adam Levine was the primary reason I didn't really watch The Voice at any particular time. I would check out stuff online when Sawyer Fredericks was around. I loved him. But the video just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I don't know. I understand the song was like a top 5 hit. And the song isn't that bad. But that particular video makes me crazy because it's got, elements of physical abuse. There's some bondage stuff. There's some like murder attempts at one point or another.
Can we hold up 1 second?
What?
Non-consensual bondage.
Non-consensual bondage stuff. True.
Consensual bondage is fine between consenting adults.
Right. It's just creepy as all hell, and I don't know. It just doesn't.
No.
I don't like it. Misery. Maroon
No,
5,
I understand where you're coming
9.
from. People have this weird idea that it can't be domestic abuse if it's a woman against a man.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
Anybody abusing anybody is abuse.
Yeah. Next.
I mean, stuff.
Off the soapbox. Let's get back onto the show.
Yeah, but real quick, stuff's gone real sideways if I have to be the voice of reason.
Oh well, yeah. That's true, too.
We've really hit the end times there, folks. Hey,
stop using that phrase, okay?
You don't have to agree with me.
It's the third time tonight you've used that phrase at some point.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of things ending, apparently the next video it's the end of the world as we know it, and we're just going to sing because my number 8 video that I can't stand. I just don't like it. Lick It Up from Kiss. Now, I realize every member of the Kiss Army now wants to kick my butt, and I
don't think that has a really big following, that particular video. The song is fine.
The song is great. The song is fantastic. It's Kiss. I'm going to love it anyway. But this video, I'm like, really? We really did this? We really did the post-apocalyptic thing when everybody else and their dog was doing videos with post-apocalyptic stuff? I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, guys, this is so not original. That's the thing about this video that drives me nuts. And the fact that it's apparently the apocalypse and everything's gone to hell, but these women all still have beautiful hair and makeup and, clothes.
It's the 80s, of course they do.
And clothes torn just enough to look ratty, but not just enough to show that they've got, bras and things like that.
It looks like they're on the set of Manborg. Let's just move on.
Well, the acting's not that bad.
Oh, okay. Well, acting's supposed to be that bad.
I'm sorry. This video, when it came out, I was like, oh, this is so overdone. And I just watched the video again like a couple of days ago, and I was like, because I thought, like, am I being too unfair? And then I watched the video and went, nope. Not being unfair at all. Number 8, Lick It Up, Kiss.
My number 8 is the only video on this list that is here because it's so bad it's good. I don't...
When did Tommy Wiseau direct a video?
No. Although, you could get that feeling a few times. And it's so bad it's good, not just from the way it's presented, but from the overly hammy performance of somebody who's become famous for something entirely different in the last decade.
Okay.
Back then, he was a dancer. My number 8 is Elton John's I'm Still Standing. This song is...
I'm sorry, Bruno.
The song is... Thank you. Give it away for me. This song is great. And the video is so cheesy. It's fun to watch, but it's really awful. You have all these dancers.
Oh, they're dancers.
No, not all of them are. Some of them are actors who are dancing, and some of them are actual dancers.
Most of them
who
look
are
like
in these, ridiculous tights and stuff, and short shorts and stuff. Supposedly, I don't think it was actually shot on the Italian Riviera, but it might have been. I don't know, because Elton does have a villa over there.
I assumed it was the French Riviera, but what do I know?
And the song is great. But I didn't really realize that one of the main dancers in this video was Bruno Tonioli. Now, I don't know if you guys... Oh, will you stop it? Bruno, of course, best known now as one of the judges on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, gosh.
Got outed with this song.
As being in the video. As being in the video.
A few years ago, when Tom Bergeron decided to play a clip of, the producers obviously decided to play a clip of Bruno, acting all manly and spinning around, and Bruno is sitting there rolling his eyes, and it comes back, you bitch!
That would have been my first reaction, Bruno.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And the video is hilarious in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's just... It's the music video equivalent of Miami Connection.
Oh my gosh, let's not go nuts.
No. I didn't call it the Rumor Birdemic. It's Miami Connection. It's funny as hell. It's just terrible and cheesy, but I like it, and I like the song. And despite the presence of the always insane Bruno Tolioli, my number 8.
Oh, that's what makes it better. Now that we know,
I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
I want to bring up Taron Egerton does an amazing job of that in the movie Sing. He's singing that song, and he's just,
well, yeah, that's how he landed the role of Elton in Rocket Man.
I know,
Yeah.
and that's just too funny. Bruno, we love you. Okay, number 7 on my list. I don't like the sentiment behind this song, and I don't like the video because I don't like the sentiment behind the song, and I also don't like the video because I'm like, crying out loud, girl, you could have given some other actress, a part instead of you playing 3 frickin' parts in the video, crying out loud. My number 7 is Girlfriend from Avril Lavigne.
Which Avril, the dead one or the living one?
Don't start.
Sorry.
That is your one and only warning.
All right.
Don't
fine.
do it again.
Fine.
Girlfriend is sung from the point of view of a girl that is determined to take another girl's boyfriend. She's all like, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. No way. I think you need a new one. Hey, I could be your girlfriend. Blah, blah,
so
blah.
it's Judy's turn to cry with a modern twist.
Well, no, not really. It's just it's basically sung from the point of view of this girl that wants to steal another girl's boyfriend. The whole thing of the video is Avril singing the song. Avril as the girl that is dating the guy at the beginning of the video, who's Avril in a red wig, and the girl who's determined to steal the boy away, which is Avril in a dark wig, and all the wacky hijinks. That's what I mean. I'm like, you couldn't give a couple of actresses a rub and get them in a video? You're going to do all this yourself? Okay. And I'm sorry, the message behind this video sucks. There's a reason the phrase sisters before misters exists. And the fact that the guy involved is such a spineless nitwit, that by the end of the video he goes off with the dark-haired girl. Because, basically this video is also sending the message that teenage boys are led around by their, which is
that's pretty true.
accurate. Sorry to any teenage boys out there listening, but
Males reach their peak at 17. Remember that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, anywho, this video just really irks me. It just bothers me. It's sending an absolutely crap message to young girls, and basically, I'm just watching this video going, this stinks. This is a lousy message. And, you're always bitching about Taylor Swift. I think if you saw this video, you'd be furious. My number 7, Girlfriend, Avril Lavigne. And I also don't see how this feeds into her whole, ooh, I'm edgy and extreme and all that stuff like that.
She's not always about that anymore. She does a lot of different stuff.
But whatever.
My number 7 is, I actually like the song. I don't have a problem with listening to the song, but I'd rather not have to watch the video because the video is considered one of the dumbest videos of all time by a lot of people. It's also considered one that borders on porno in some places. And it's just like, I think of this song coming out a year or so after the first phase of her career, and just she wanted to burn that phase, so she did this, and I'm like, well, you succeeded in that, didn't you? All these poor girls who remember you from your goofy television show are going to holy cow. Number 7, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. The song is fine. I've also heard it sung by a guy, which I thought was interesting. Guy did it on Rising Star a few years ago and did a great job with it. But it is mostly a female-centered song. and her riding that wrecking ball for about 70% of the video.
Naked.
Well, not completely in the whole thing. It's just like, you don't want to leave anything to the imagination, do you? You're like shedding your Hannah Montana, look.
Good girl image.
And going for this, and of course that phase of her career was huge. She did well. And she had a low point. Now she's back and doing well on The Voice as a judge and hit singles again.
Not doing so well as Mrs. Liam Hemsworth, though.
No. Wow. The video was just like, I can imagine little girls coming home and watching, I want to see Miley's new video, and turning it on. The parents are back there with their jaws dropped open. Yeah.
And the sledgehammer stuff.
No,
Good
yeah.
grief.
Yeah. Number 7, Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus.
The only person
I've
ever seen fondle a sledgehammer more was Triple H.
And Thor.
That's not a sledgehammer.
It's a sledgehammer.
It is not a sledgehammer. It's a warhammer. That's a completely different thing.
It's shaped the same way. Move on.
Oh, you're determined to poke the bear tonight. Okay.
Poke.
Okay. Well, that's good. That actually gives me fuel because the next two songs on my list, I'm not accepting any blame for. These are your fault.
My fault?
These are completely TC's fault. Yes, they are. Okay. The reason I bring that up is because I never heard of them until you inflicted them on me. So, therefore, it is your fault. Now, what I'm talking about was this I don't know what you'd call it, a form of entertainment, a diversion, however you want to word it, that was apparently something that was in restaurants and places back in the 60s.
Oh, we're going back to the yeah.
Yeah. It was a thing called Scorpitone.
Scopitone. Yeah.
Scorpitone. And basically what this was a video jukebox that didn't take off in America, but it did take off in Europe, I think.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Okay. Number 6 on my list is a video for a song called Web of Love by Joy Lansing.
Oh, I don't know that one.
have no idea who that is.
I don't remember that one.
But I had to sit
I know
through
what
this.
The other one is too.
I had to sit through this video, and oh boy,
we sat through like 30 of them
just
to see what they were.
But this one was wow. This song is just this woman singing about being trapped in a web of love, where she's standing in front of this enormous spider web in a leopard.
Oh, that one.
In a leopard print bikini.
That is bad. That is
while
really bad.
Natives, jungle natives, Dr. Evil quotes, are dancing around, and oh my gosh, is that racially insensitive?
It was even then.
I'm just sitting there like, what the hell did I just watch? Yeah. And is there any liquor in the house? Because I need to completely fumigate my brain. My number 6, Web of Love, Joy Lansing, part 1 of This Is All TC's Fault.
This is JOI, too.
JOI.
We're going to, by the way, before, as if you didn't know this if you've been listening to the show, we will have a music video, bad music video YouTube playlist up tomorrow.
Because as we always say,
the 24th, as we're talking.
As we always say when we do these shows, if we have to suffer, you have to suffer.
My number 6 is actually one of the all-time classic disco songs. I've loved it. You like it. It's a song that everybody likes. Everybody knows. Mm-hmm. At least the chorus. But the video is just so bleh. I mean, they had so much footage from the movie that they could have used in this video. And they didn't. Instead, what?
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of footage you'd like them to show in this video, if it's what I think it is.
I don't think it's what you think it is.
Oh, okay.
This is there's so much video from the movie, so many great scenes from the movie that they could have used footage for this in the video. No, instead, they've shot it in what looks like the backwaters of Brooklyn, walking down the street, opening doors, popping out of the doors, and singing, whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive.
Oh, okay.
Staying alive.
I didn't know what... Okay.
This video is terrible. I love the song. Everybody, I don't think there's anybody out there that actually doesn't at least like it a little bit. It's a great,
I don't think there's anybody out there that hasn't heard it.
It's a classic, and there's a great heavy metal version, if you've never heard it, by Dweezil Zappa featuring Donny Osmond on the vocals. It's terrific. It was actually what led to getting Donny Soldier of Love a couple years later. The version by the Bee Gees, you've seen this video. You've commented on what kind of dull video this is.
It is dull as dishwater.
It's just them walking down the street, Robin, Maurice, sticking their heads out of the doorways and windows, harmonizing with Barry as he stands forward. What would you like to...
I do have to ask, what, other than using clips of the movie... What would you have liked them to have? Gunfighters? Ninjas?
No, but I'm
what would
saying
you
they
have
could have been doing some antics. I mean, it would have been bad even then, but it would have been better.
We know the Bee Gees couldn't act.
Yeah, we do. If you don't
Those
know
of us who...
if you don't know what we're talking about, and I hate to say it this way, see Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Those of us, we didn't watch that movie. We endured that movie.
I like it in a masochistic sense. And the remakes of the songs are not bad. Anyway, the video for Staying Alive is just... They could have used the lighted floor.
It's boring.
Did it in a dance club performance at a dance club. No. It's them walking down the street without... All they're missing is the can of paint that Tony's carrying at the beginning of the movie. I'm not a big fan of that movie either, I gotta be honest.
No.
I love the dance sequences, I love the music, but I'm not a big fan of Saturday Night Fever. But the song is great, the video sucks. Number 6, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Okay. Number 5 on my list is It's All TC's Fault, Part 2.
I know what this, I'm pretty sure I know what this one is.
This is another one of...
You involve a brother and sister, right?
Yeah,
I had a feeling. Okay.
This is another one of these videos that were on this Scopatone system, which I do not remember ever seeing until certain people in this room found out they had the videos for it on YouTube and went, "Oh, I remember these. We have to watch some of these," or wherever we saw it.
What was YouTube?
Yeah.
Scopatone, for those of you who don't know, was a video jukebox system invented in France in the 1950s, and they had it in restaurants and bars and stuff. You could play 2 songs for a quarter, usually. When I was growing up, they had one in a small Chinese restaurant that my mother loved called Shangri-La in Opportunity, Washington. And I used to go and put my quarter in, and we'd play usually Tijuana Taxi by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass and something else.
Which is also a stupid video.
It is, but it's a great song. Tijuana Taxi is a great song.
Not as
everything Herb Alpert.
Not as stupid, not as cringy as this.
This song is cringy. This song is cringy, and the video is terrible.
No, the song is terrific.
No, it would be terrific if it wasn't them singing it together.
Yeah, this version of this song sucks. My number 5, Land of a Thousand Dances, as sung by April Stevens and Nino Tempo.
Usually referred to as Nino Tempo and April Stevens, just to be specific.
Fine. They were apparently a brother-sister act that I never heard of.
They were a brother and sister.
Who were singing this song the way you would sing it at a funeral? Or a wake?
No. It's not that bad.
It's
more creepy the way that they sing. Like, they also had the original hit with Deep Purple back in the early 60s, which is another song that a brother and sister shouldn't be singing to each other, let alone later with Donnie and Marie.
Yes,
so,
the 60s and the 70s had a lot to answer for when it came to really inappropriate duets. There
was one or two in the 80s, too, with Neil and Dara Sadaka. So, just like,
you had this, you had Donnie and Marie. I'm sorry, some of the stuff they sang together when I was really little, I went right over my head. Yeah. As I got older, I'd be like, what the hell? And I'm not even going to talk about...
They're more appropriate for a married couple than they are for brother and sister.
I'm not even going to talk about Frank Sinatra and Nancy. But this version of Land of a Thousand Dances is slow. It's creepy, and the way that it's...
Can I ask you to change that? It's not creepy, it's cringy.
Cringy,
okay?
Yes.
It's
cringy.
Not really creepy, but it is very cringy.
It is extremely cringy. All of the models that are behind them that are supposed to be the beautiful girls in the video,
dancers,
that kind of stuff, look like they would rather be anywhere than there. Even in the middle of Death Valley in a heat wave, they look like they'd rather be there than in this video. It just
Maybe they want to be on Hullabaloo with Leonardo's character from Quentin's movie.
Shut up.
Okay, fine.
Yes, I am pissed at you, Tarantino. You know why.
No, I don't think he does, but
Well,
we'll talk
you know-
about that
I
one.
meant you
I
know
know why,
why.
yes.
He has a right to make his movies, but
Yes,
I have
he
a right
does.
to say I'm pissed.
Yeah, you do.
I'm sorry, this video is just, I'm like, over the video I'm going, they're going to pick it up, right? They're going to pick up the pace, right? Please tell me they're going to pick, they're not, are they?
It is done at about 2/3 the tempo of a normal version that you'd hear from another band.
It's done at about half a lithium tablet slower. Pretty much. I'm not saying anybody was on anything, I'm saying that's the way it sounded. My number 5, Land of a Thousand Dances, as performed by Nino Tempo and April Stevens, just to get the order right.
That's a good choice because that video is terrible.
And thus endeth the It's All TC's Fault section of
I will
my
take
list.
the blame for this.
You damn well ought
because
to.
I was showing it to her. My number 5 is a song I did bring up on my WTF videos. I just hate this song. I hate this video. I have hated this video since I first saw it on MTV back in 83 or 84. I just don't like the band generally. I like a couple of their songs, but I can't stand this one. And the reason is the video is just so... Oh, I don't know how to put this. It's so David Byrne. I guess that's the only way you could really think of it.
Gee, I wonder what this is.
Once in a Lifetime, Talking
Ta-da.
Heads. I don't like the song. The video is him, like pretending to take in and blow out air and then diving, and it's just a big blue water blue screen behind him. And I'm like, this is just terrible from beginning to end. Now, I actually do like their cover of Take Me to the River. I have always liked that. And a couple of their other songs. But this song irritates me. The video irritates me. My mother, God love her, got stuck watching MTV so much when I was in my early 20s because I never turned it off, practically. And she got stuck with this video, which she just hated. She'd get up and leave the room. She hated it that much. It's just bad. It's a bad video. I think you would agree.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Number 5, Once in a Lifetime, Talking Heads.
Okay, number 4 I've seen on a lot of lists of videos people hate.
My number 4, too.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be the same song. Probably not.
This, I at the time I really didn't think it was a bad video, but I go and look at it now and I'm like, wow. This is just so cheesy.
Oh, I am intrigued.
It's so cringy. It's so 80s. My number 4, Separate Ways, Journey.
Oh, no, not that one.
I'm sorry. I feel awful.
It was very, I admit it was on the list I was researching too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's bad in its own way.
It's so 80s. It's just, there's nothing that says rock performance like singing at the docks. And
with air instruments.
With air instruments in one shot and then actual instruments in another shot. It's magic. No, it's not. It's stupid.
The scary thing is all of these guys were in at the least the 30s when they did this video.
And the guy playing the keyboard on the wall, and I'm like, this is so stupid. This is
it was edgy for the time. Now it's just dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about as edgy as a blunted butter knife. It's just really not good. It's so embarrassing, and I almost dread the idea of watching this with my nieces or nephews in the room because they'd be like, "You actually thought this was good at the time?" I'd be like, "No,
I thought it was pretty fun at the time. Now it's cringeworthy.
It is so cringeworthy, so very much." My number 4, Separate Ways from Journey.
With all due respect, though, so is After the Rain. Great song, but the video then was
says
cool.
you.
The video was cool then. Now it's cringeworthy. I have to say.
Again, says you.
No.
Two hot, identical twin blonde men, and I'm going to sit there and turn my nose up.
The video is cringeworthy.
The
song is great.
I'm too busy looking at them. Woman needs don't judge.
My number 4 comes from that same era.
Okay.
And it is quite honestly responsible for killing the man's career. I'm I enjoy this song immensely. I've been a big fan. Back then, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was moving out of disco and just getting into metal. I liked the new wave better than I liked metal. But I liked this guy from the start. From every album, the first 3 or 4 albums I have by him. Loved them, played them all the time. This song is great. The video... the video is an abomination. And it just totally... It was the final hit he had. He never had another hit. And it's because this video killed it. And the worst part about it is he's from up here.
I know.
Number 4, Rock Me Tonight by Billy Squier. This video is the true definition of the word prancing. He's basically prancing almost equal to the kind of prancing that Freddie Mercury used to do. And he made it work. He could do it. He had the flash. Billy Squier was not made to prance, okay? He's this tough-looking, big-bodied, muscular dude with the long, dark hair, killer guitar chops, and oh my God, this video just completely deep-sixed his career.
I mean, he had, I wouldn't say he was an enormous.
No, he wasn't Arnold, but he was muscular. He was a well-built guy for the 80s.
He wasn't the type you'd see.
He's the type you'd see at the health club every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's he was a great singer, great songwriter, great guitarist, amazing performer, and this song just talk about
not the song, the video.
The song's great. The video just slammed into a brick wall. Even when it was running, people were pointing and laughing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how they talked the man into doing that video. And the thing is, you can tell watching the video, he's extremely uncomfortable doing this stuff. Mm-hmm. Damn you, MTV, for ruining this guy's career. Number 4, Rock Me Tonight, Billy Squier.
Okay. Number 3 on my list is... What bothers me about this song... It's not the song, it's the video. What bothers me about this video is that it is perpetuating a stereotype.
Oh boy.
And no, it is. And it's I think that it
Should I do the toot?
What?
Kim's soapbox.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I just feel like it's perpetuating a stereotype that the rest of the world has about us as Americans.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
I think I know where this is going.
Okay.
We'll see.
My number 3 is Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, I did know where it was going.
Okay. From the... Where were they from?
They're from Sweden.
They're Sweden, right. From a Swedish band called Rednecks. Cotton Eye Joe is actually a very old song.
Yeah.
And
not very old. It's from the late 1800s. It's been adapted in a number of different ways.
Yeah.
It's not ancient. When you say very old, it's not like a Celtic thing or anything.
No.
Right.
No. But it's older than people would think.
It's an older American folk song.
Yeah. And the video is them, and that's their whole shtick, is that they dress as hillbillies.
Well, gee, Rednecks, the name is right there.
But there's a difference between dressing like hillbillies and dressing like them.
Yeah, there is.
Dressing like hillbillies, to me, if you said, hey, Kim, what would be your idea of someone dressing like hillbillies? I would instantly think of hee-haw.
Okay.
Like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, these guys dress like hillbilly hair.
They dress like filthy hillbillies.
Hillbilly hair.
Yeah. People that you would...
It's a Bugs Bunny cartoon for this.
People that you would see more on Cops than you would on Hee Haw. It's just...
Complete with rotten teeth.
Complete with meth mouth, even before meth mouth existed.
Yeah.
And it's just... I'm going, is that what the rest of the world thinks we're all like?
No, it's what Sweden thinks we're like, apparently.
And I just... The video is just... It's not... When I say dirty, I don't mean dirty in a good way.
You mean it's actually dirty? Like
there's rats.
They need to take a shower.
There are rats in this video,
Yeah.
and not that I have a problem with rats in general.
Yeah.
But this hurt my feelings. I mean, and I'm sorry. I realize I know that makes me sound like I'm being like totally sensitive about that, but I'm just like crying out loud. Is this what the rest of the world thinks we're like?
They did do something nobody else had ever done. They came up with a new a new genre, techno country, which had never been done before.
No.
And they have that song, because of that song, even now, going on 25 years later, is still popular in the dance clubs. Still popular on the video shows.
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. It is an earworm. It is an earworm.
It's a great song.
But the video, I'm just like, nope.
I mean, there's songs on the album, when you look at the lyrics, there's 2 or 3 of them. There's one that I am terribly offended by. But there's 2 or 3 of them that have lyrics that are more than offensive to Americans.
Yeah.
But
or anybody else.
No, those not that one is, but the other 2 are not. They're
okay. So my number 3, Cotton Eye Joe, Rednecks.
My number 3 is probably by a band that, unless you're from Canada, you probably don't know them. I admit to being a fan of Much Music when we got it, Much Music Canada, for the 2 or 3 years it showed here before they switched over to Fuse on their American outlet. Mm-hmm. And they were basically the MTV equivalent in Canada.
Right.
And we saw a lot of great stuff on there. And yep. I found this song, and I liked the song, and I do still like the song. I like the album. I bought the album from Amazon Canada, and it was really good. But the video for this song, the group itself placed it number 10 last year on the Kirkham Report's Rank This Boy Band special. And it was there strictly because the song is good, the guys are all good looking, and their only best known video looks like it was edited by a chimpanzee. I mean, literally, there's a jump cut every 2 seconds, and in the chorus, which is, I mean, they're morphing and cutting so fast. If you have epilepsy, you're going to have a seizure. Mm-hmm. The song is called Busted. The group is called ID, which stands for Identically Different. I don't know. It's Canada.
That's like that whole silence is deafening thing.
Yeah. Okay. These guys were successful in Canada. The album went gold in Canada. They had a couple of big hits. They did release it in the States, but it didn't go anywhere. They were out right at the time, right in 2000, right at the time that boy bands started to tumble again here in America, mm-hmm. except for Backstreet and NSYNC. And they never, like so many of the other foreign boy bands, they never took off. Right. The song is great, but if you can watch this video, when I put it up on the YouTube playlist, if you can watch this video and sit there with a straight face, you have more than I have. Because the video is just killingly funny because of its editing, and it makes these 5 pretty talented dudes look like chumps. It really does. Number 3, Busted by ID from Canada.
Okay. You've pretty much said everything that needs to be said about my number 2.
Oh, so we did match on one.
Yep.
Oh.
My number 2, Rock Me Tonight, Billy Squier.
And that's not the one I thought we'd match on.
Or how you single-handedly tank your career in one video.
The man's a genius.
He is a great singer.
Awesome.
He's a great musician.
And he rocks the gray hair, the long gray hair well.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic.
Wow.
The song Everybody Wants You, great song.
The Stroke, which is one of my favorite
awesome
songs.
Song, filthy as hell.
Yeah.
And some of his later stuff, which I love. Love is a 4-letter word. That's a great song. Mm-hmm. She's a Runner, awesome song.
And people also know him for seasonal stuff like Christmas is the Time to Say I Love You.
Love that song.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
This video hurts. This video is the best way to describe this video is I gotta use it. Okay. Mike, I hope you won't mind. Mike Nelson from Riff Tracks, one of our favorite people in the world, made this comment during the riffing that they did for the movie Miami Connection, when he said, "Oh, I remember this game from college. It's take some acid and fight the invisible gorillas." Also known as Billy Squier in
I think
Rock Me Tonight.
I mean, busted by ID,
wow.
But that's okay.
It's like, wow, Billy, are we going for sexy? Are we going for there's a bug in my pants? Are we going for my pants are too tight and I can't get them off? What the hell are we doing, Billy? It's
the ultimate prancing video.
Wow.
It really
is. Boy. Prancer couldn't prance like this, and that's his job.
Hey, at least he's not mincing.
No.
That's I'm still standing.
Okay. Good night, everybody. No,
sorry, Bruno.
We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done yet. So, my number 2, Rock Me Tonight, Billy Squier. Billy, I'm really sorry, kid, but you looked like a doofus in that video. Sorry.
My number 2 is the song Kim can attest is possibly my all-time most hated song ever.
Beep, beep, beep. Trigger alert, beep, beep, beep.
Big time. Big time. The video for this song
hurts.
Makes me insane. I hate the song. I hate the people. I hate the good, the cool, whatever you would call them in this. The
pseudo hipsters.
Yeah.
You don't hate the people. He doesn't really hate the people.
I hate the way they present themselves in this video as superior to everybody. You know,
that's like, what you get out of it?
Well, no, because it does.
Okay.
Because they're basically saying, "Oh, if you don't like us, you don't like music." That's the influence that comes in from the way that they're gesturing to people and gesturing to each other.
Okay,
it's
so
like,
you say
go away.
So. All right, well.
You're not good enough to be here.
Okay, well.
The song is, and nobody's surprised because I've complained about it before, Groove is in the Heart by Delight. This video sucked eggs. It's only the second worst video of all time, though.
I know.
I'm
really surprised at that, to be honest with you.
You won't be. This song, the song is irritating. I love dance music, and I like good. I think this would actually be considered house or trance. I like good stuff.
Yeah, I would too.
But I wonder what went through their head to produce a video that makes the song even worse than just hearing it. That turns the video into, like I said, if you watch it too long, you could get a seizure. And these two or three self-important guys in there, just, oh, well, we're not, we're just going to stand here and dance. And, if you can't join us, F you. That's what I get from this.
Okay.
I just hate this song. I hate this song so badly, I'd like to buy up every copy of it ever produced and burn them in the sun. Number 2, Groove is in the Heart by Delight.
Okay. Number 1 on my list of videos that I can't stand is a video from a band that I am not particularly fond of anyway. It's not because I have a problem with their message, because they're definitely a message band. Oh gosh, have we figured that out by now?
Uh-oh. Okay, your number 1 isn't what I thought it might be, so it's okay.
But I watched this. I happened to catch this video around the time it first premiered on MTV, way back in the day. And I just sat there going,
oh, okay.
What the hell? And the longer the video went on, it was like, why are they, oh my gosh. It was just, by the end of the video, I felt so incredibly bad for the person singing the video, because number 1, he never gets any focus anyway, because all the focus is on the lead singer. Number 2, all of the crap they have happening to him in this video. And number 3, having to run around with your name being a noun. Because that really sucks. So I feel really bad for The Edge, who is the person that is... I've caused an episode, I'm sorry. My number 1 video is Numb from U2. The whole point of this video is The Edge, who is a member of the band U2, who is not the lead singer, which is Bono, which everybody knows.
And who is a great instrumental artist who did music for the Batman.
Yes.
In the 2000s on WB.
Opening music, really awesome. Anyway, the video is The Edge sitting there staring straight ahead, talking. He's not really singing, he's talking the lines in this low monotone voice. It's like this, and it's da 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 da. Like that. It would be almost a rap if there was any life to it.
Yeah.
And
this video sucks.
while he is performing, we'll go with performing.
Yeah, it's performance art. At its basic.
This is performance art. This reminds me why I hate performance art. Because usually when you think of performance art, you think of somebody who's painted one half of their body blue and the other half orange. They've got one foot in a tub of Jell-O and they're holding an umbrella talking about politics or something like that. You know, because people think performance art is pretentious crap. Ta-da! And we get this video. Because all this stuff...
I'm sorry, I happen to like some performance art, but that's okay.
But you have to admit, that's what your average Joe on the street thinks performance art is.
Yes.
So the video is him doing this routine, and while it's going on, there's all kinds of stuff happening around and to him, and I have to give him that.
Yeah.
He never breaks.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he was numb, because I'm assuming...
I'd like to see the outtakes from this video.
With things happening to him where he's having people rubbing their feet in his face, that he's being kissed by these women, he's having rope wrapped around his head,
yeah,
so on and so forth, and I'm just watching this going, I feel dirty, and not in a good way. I feel like I've seen something I shouldn't have. I wish I was numb after I saw this video. My number one... video I can't stand, Numb, from U2.
Well, it's not a video I can't stand, it's bad videos.
Bad video. And it is a bad video!
My number one, I actually thought might be on your list because I know you hate this as much as I do. And you know it has to be a certain level of hate to beat Groove Is in the Heart.
Yeah, seriously.
I've never the concept of going viral on the internet, particularly YouTube, but also on other sites too, has had a really bad side effect. It's allowed some real crap to take hold and become a household known thing. Friday by Rebecca Black is a perfect example of that.
Not to mention people just doing dumb stuff.
Yeah, but I'm talking music video. I'm saying music videos or musical performances. William Hung, like what I talked about last week, is got so many hits after his American Idol appearance, and so on and so forth. And Sanjaya also.
Right.
Sometimes, though, you get a bit ridiculous. Like this year or last year, we had a 47-year record on the Billboard chart busted by that dude from Japan who spent just 47 seconds doing the whole Apple pen Apple thing, and they actually charted it on the Hot 100 because of its plays on YouTube. It's not really a song, but it broke the record for the shortest song to ever hit the chart.
Right.
So viral can be bad. And there's nowhere worse than this song because it came, it conquered, it invaded, and you could not get rid of it. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was doing it. You'd see parodies of it everywhere. And I'm not talking about the Harlem Shake, and I'm not talking about Gangnam Style. I like Gangnam Style. I don't like Harlem Shake. That came real close to making my list. But I got news for these guys. I don't care if you want to dress up in furries. I don't care if you guys want to do out there and just make ridiculous arguments. I don't care if it's supposed to be for kids. And I don't care what the damn fox says. My number one terrible music video of all time, What Does the Fox Say by Yelvis. I hate this video. I hate this song. I don't understand why this thing became so popular. And I got news for them. Foxes do not go. No, they don't. Okay.
Nope. And if they do, you need to call animal control. Because something's seriously wrong with that animal. I am deeply ashamed of myself that I didn't think of that.
This piece of shite passing as a song, I really learned to loathe it when it invaded Dancing with the Stars. They did a whole freaking routine on the finals. I
don't think I'd ever heard it until it was on Dancing with the Stars. It was
all over the place at that point. And they had Derek and Mark and all these guys dressed up in these fox costumes.
Yeah.
And
people complained about the way...
By the way, I don't mean any disrespect to the furry community.
No.
But I certainly do not, because they're all great people from what I've seen. And
they're all just doing their own thing. This stuff is just weird.
This is not that. This is something entirely different.
People complain about...
This is more cosplay than that.
People complain about the way that the actors look in Cats. Holy cow. They've never seen this video.
This is just terrible, and it will always be terrible.
Wow.
And you know I hate it if it be Groove is in the Heart.
Oh, yeah.
My number one all-time bad music video, What Does the Fox Say? By Yelvis.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, foxes bark. Ta-da!
And she hates this video,
I hate it, too. I'm really disappointed in myself right now.
I thought that was the one we would match on, not Billy Squier. I'm surprised about that, yeah.
Okay, so going from 10 to 1, my list of bad music videos or videos that just piss me off. Number 10, Rico Suave Gerardo. Number 9... What?
Great song.
Number 9, Estranged, Guns N' Roses.
Dancing with Dolphins.
Sorry, Axel. Number 8, Lick It Up, Kiss. Sorry, Gene. Sorry, Paul. Number 7, Girlfriend, Avril Lavigne. Number 6, Web of Love, Joy Lansing. Number 5, Land of a Thousand Dances, Nino Tempo and April Stevens. That was all your fault. Number 4, Separate Ways by Journey. Number 3, Rednecks, Cotton Eye Joe. Number 2, Rock Me Tonight, Billy Squier. And number 1, Numb from U2.
My top 10 are My Name Is by Eminem, number 10. Misery by Maroon 5, number 9. I'm Still Standing by Elton John, number 8. Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus, number 7. Staying Alive, the Bee Gees, number 6. Once in a Lifetime, Talking Heads, number 5. Rock Me Tonight, Billy Squier, number 4. Busted by ID, number 3. Groove is in the Heart by D-Light at number 2. And number 1, What Does the Effin' Fox Say?
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Whoa. That's not nice. So you don't like that song?
Don't like that song.
Okay.
Well, you don't like Numb either.
Nope.
All right. So, of course, we want to hear your ideas. Now, we're not going to tell you from this point on what we're going to do the following week. You have to tune in and listen.
Yeah.
And check it out. We're going to have fun. I mean, we'll have it on the notes, but you just because that way it gives us a little bit leeway if we don't get stuck and we can change it during the week if we need to. But it's a great fun to hear from you. And if you do contribute and we use it, you'll get credit on the website, credit on the show, and a prize of some sort.
Yep.
I have some books around here we could get rid of. I have some DVDs I could send you.
Yeah.
I have all kinds of things. And we'd like to hear from you. So contribute to us. Front row at PNRNetworks.com. You can also write us at my personal address, popcorn, letter N, roses at yahoo.com.
Yep. Or if you want to write to me, you can write to me at PlatinumRoseL at yahoo.com.
She's Platinum Rose L on Twitter also.
Yep. And you can also check out all the other shows that are part of our little island of misfit toys, and you can find out about all of them on our website.
Yep, and by the way, you can also reach me on Twitter at eCinemaOne, eCinemaBoston, and TKR Online, depending on what you're looking into. And we do have a lot of other great shows, and we also ask that you come along and help us make more great stuff for you by becoming a Patreon patron. That's hard to say. For just $5 a month, you get a whole bunch of extra stuff, including, when we eventually get to launching all of them, 3 exclusive podcasts. Right now, there's 3 episodes of Kaiju Corner up there that only subscribers can listen to. And we have 2 other shows we're going to premiere later. We also have a couple of other new shows we're trying to develop for the regular shows, where everybody can hear them.
Yep.
And we have just started development on our annual dramatic presentation that will be coming up at Halloween time. So I hope that you guys will come aboard. You can start with $2, and there's great perks at every level. Please join us. patreon.com/PNRNetworks. And remember, that doesn't support just me and Kim, but also Anthony Lamberti, who is over there at Comic Grotto, and
Eric and Valerie.
And Eric and Valerie at Cavebabble. So come on board and give us a great deal of fun.
Yeah. So I think that'll do it for this week.
I think it will too.
So this is Kim Brown.
And I'm T.C. Kirkham.
And we hope we can count on you to come back next week and help us count up another list here on Front Row 5 and 10.
Count on it.
Bye.
You've been listening to Front Row 5 and 10 with Kim Brown and T.C. Kirkham.
Podcasting's choice. From coast to coast, continent to continent, right here 24/7.